Is that working now? Oh my god. I don't know why. This happened to earlier as well, actually, didn't it? Hi, welcome to Ace Attorney. My microphone, for some reason, had changed to a different device. I don't know why, but the same thing happened to my Oshi earlier. Got literally the exact same thing. And she hadn't changed her settings either, so who the hell knows what was going on there. But hi, welcome to Ace Attorney. The first stream that we've done since Wednesday. No, I'm sorry about last night. Work has been awful lately. And I just ended up so stressed that I just completely crashed out. I just probably shouldn't have streamed at all. So, you know, hopefully tonight's going to be a little bit gentler. But we'll see, because we've got to overthrow an entire-ass government tonight. So, you know, that should be, well, fun, I guess. So, we are on day 2 investigation. Day 2? Is that right? I mean, yeah, okay. I guess so. What's, why is Phoenix looking all serious? With his squiggly-ass eyebrows. What's he up to? How are we doing, Hades? Welcome in. Also, hello there, Kamen Rider. What's nepping? Who knows? A ghost Leviathan, apparently. Okay. What do you mean Miss Fate's still being held hostage? And who's this mastermind? Mastermind! Politician Wimpson was nothing more than a puppet. His benefactor was the one pulling the strings. Okay. But I have no idea who they are. So all we know is that the person it was the person he was trying to give the orb to. Right, he was just following orders. Whoever it is, seems they really want to get their hands on the orb. Okay. So then, Miss Faye's abduction... Excuse me. I'm very under-caffeinated today. I've got some energy drink. I'm just going to have a long swig of this shit. Just give me a moment. Alright, guys. Oh, wow. Jesus. Right again. Whoever they are, they're in Kurumi, along with Maya. I wonder who they could be. Right, this Maya, this spirit medium you've been talking about. You fell for the vertical trap. Welcome to the not horizontal side, Zach. How you doing? I hope you're having a good one. She wouldn't happen to be that bun-haired young lady you defended back in Kurumi. That's her. Why do you ask? I see. I think I know what's going on here. I've got good news for you, right? Maya is somewhere safe. That much I'm sure of. I'm afraid you've lost me. So that's who the little snot patron is. It's all starting to make sense. That fool has no idea I'm here in the States with you all. Dirk, you mind filling us in? Bit of a weird thing to ask Apollo. He's your dad. Why are you asking him to fill you in? I mean, I know that he's got the voice of Iron Tiger, but, you know, that's no excuse, man. Ooh. Hey there, G-Man. How you doing? The ads were longer than the case. No caller ID. I wonder who's calling. Hello?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, yes. Let me start by thanking you for taking such good care of my subordinate.
Who is this?
I believe you know me as Mr. Attition's benefactor.
So I thought using a voice changer or something to disguise themselves. Where's Maya? Is she safe?
I had my ears on today's proceedings. What a shock it was to hear that the key to solving the old riddle is a spirit medium. I admit, I did not see that coming.
Wait, do they plant a listening device in here somehow?
Nevertheless, don't think for a minute that it will guarantee Maya Faye's safety. She is not the only medium within my reach, you see.
You harm a hair on Maya's head and you'll have to answer to me. See, they should be very scared. He has the strongest super in this entire game. All he needs is all of his, like, 4 things, and he can one-tap anyone. Easy peasy. Right, give it here a sec. Wait. Hey there, how's it going, stranger?
Who is this?
Why, it's your friendly neighborhood dragon. I just happened to be in the US on a little trip. Minister of Justice, Inga Karkulkuraim. Inga? What? Why the kidnapper? Is Kuraim's Minister of Justice? I mean, that makes sense because he's a sleazy twat. Doug! Is that you dirty turncoat? What in blazes is going on here? Oh, you know, just popped over to the States for a little R&R. But enough about me, Inga. That was a poor excuse for a bluff you pulled just now. We both know your threats are as empty as your head. Wasn't he married to the Queen? Yes. Which means we have to go defeat the Queen. As a Brit, this is literally my dream situation. Except the Queen's dead, so I'd have to beat up the King. So, it's not quite as good. Because the thing is, the King's kind of a pansy. You know, he's just weak. The Queen, she's got command grabs. She's got one-frame command grabs. So, like, she would have been a worthy opponent. But this King, he's just... all he's got is, like, ears. I don't know. I'd prefer to fight the Queen. Because, like, at least that way, if I lost, I'd think, well, you know what, fair enough. But, yeah, losing to King Charles would just be embarrassing. You can't lay a hand on my affair, and I do mean that literally. What's he talking about? You can kiss your chances of getting the orb goodbye. My affair and my only, how shall I say it, insurance, you know, doink. What? I've got someone dear to you right in the palm of my hand, see? Now that one, well, you can imagine what kind of things I could do, right? Does he mean Nayata? What's he gonna do to Nayata? Oh my, how lewd. Glad you're seeing things my way. Meet me at Amara's tomb tomorrow, 3 p.m. sharp. And you better come alone, got it? If all goes well, the orb is all you'll need to get my FA back. Dirk, what's going on? You heard him. I have to get back to Kurain at once. What? Why? No time to explain. But are you even gonna make it? What if there are no seats left on the next flight? Plus, you're a wanted man. They're not gonna just let you get on a plane. Welcome in, Chance. How you doing? Welcome to the Blue Fleet. God save the king and all that. As an outsider, you could wish for us a more virtuous head of state. I mean, I just do not like the royals at all. Like, I think they're... I'm not going to get too political about them, but I think they're a waste of space. They're a waste of space and they're a waste of tax money. Oh, but they bring in loads of tourists. They cost more to maintain than they make in tourism. Like, we literally subsidize their existence. It's like, why? Why? We don't need that. We don't need that, right? Why would we need that? We don't need that. What about if instead, right? What about if instead we referred them to Monsignor Aurelius? Anyway, moving on. Let me worry about that, Mr. Justice. Who's this? Is this... Wait, could this be? Is this Edgeworth? Holy shit, it is Edgeworth! Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth. Hold on a minute. Hang on. I didn't expect that. So French for a Brit, that is me all over. What are you doing here? Taking care of the hostage situation. Oh, now that you mention it. Pearl did say she saw you around in Korean Village. Would be the first chaps the government subsidizes? No, they have a tendency to subsidize the overly rich already. It's very upsetting. I had to look into a few things while I was on my way back from Kurumi, including Maya's situation, of course. I was astonished to hear she was still in Kurumi earlier, but it explained why I found no connection between her and Mr. Attition. Sorry to interrupt, but going back to the plane situation, I've taken the liberty of chartering one for it. It's ready to take off at any time. And I will do what's necessary to hide the fact that Dirk Sadmadi is on board. Wow! Must be nice to be Chief Prosecutor. Right, we have no time to lose. We must head for Kurumi at once. Right. I'm going too. After all, you're bound to need my help. He wears glasses now? I mean, he can wear whatever he wants. You know, I'm still going to call him Daddy. I'm sorry, that got a bit weird, didn't it?
No fair, I want to go too.
This isn't a vacation, Trucy. Besides, I'll need you to hold down the fort.
But Daddy!
Guess I should also only bring what's necessary. Sorry, Trucy, but would you mind holding on to this stuff for me? Okay. Foisted onto Trucy. Incredible.
Fine, but you better bring me back something besides just more evidence.
Excellent. Now, let us make haste to Kurumi. Okay. And that's how our sudden trip to the Kingdom of Kurumi began. I never imagined I'd return to the country of my youth under such circumstances. No. Edgeworth versus Blackwell. Now that would be a worthy fight. Yeah, anyway. That was a long flight. It's already 2:30 in the afternoon. Talk about cutting it close. The King of Kurumi. This is no time to reminisce, but I've got to say, this place sure brings back memories. Hurry up, Apollo. Yeah, right behind you. Amara's tomb is located in the courtyard of Garan Palace. We should have just enough time to get there. Then let's sprint there. Think you can keep up, Apollo? Sure, no sweat. He's going to sweat a lot. I'll contact the royal family and the local police and inform them of our arrival. Thanks, Edgeworth. Okay. Was Apollo born here? Kind of. Not exactly. His dad is from here, and he met his mum, like, through circumstances where either one of them was out of the country or in the country, and then Apollo was born, and the stuff happened with his mum, and he basically got foisted onto Dirk as, like, a foster son. As at least is my understanding. Hey there, Jan, how you doing? Welcome in, welcome to Ace Attorney. We are running to the royal residence. We overthrow regimes out here. Oh, yeah. Okay. Damn, this kind of pimping. I wasn't made for all the running and climbing and drowning I've done this week. It's 2:45, only 15 minutes left. See that cylindrical building rising in the distance? That's Amara's tomb. Liked and subscribed. Hey, thank you. Good stuff, good stuff. Yeah, welcome to the Blue Fleet. We are, well, it's Ace Attorney, as you can see tonight. We stream quite a lot of different games. There's a lot of Metroid stuff at the minute. Because, well, Metroid Prime 4 just came out, and I discovered that Other M is actually pretty good. Which, I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting. But, hold on a minute. Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry, I just had a ping about something. Oh, can you see my excellent new mouse cursor? Do you like it? Pretty good, huh? Wasn't that the previous queen? The one who was assassinated? Yes, and I'm the one they pinned it on. It will take a... Oh, wrong voice. It'll take a few minutes to get to the tomb from here. So, you have returned, Barbed Head. Ah! Oh, it's this little shit again. I've seen her before in the news. If I remember correctly, this is the Crown Princess Rytha Padma Kurain. What are you people doing here? This is the royal residence. Commoners are not allowed entry without permission. Did I miss her? No, I did not. What is this game called? This is Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice. This is the 6th game in the Ace Attorney series. It's the final main game in the series as well. So there's, I believe, 10 primary games. So there's 6 in the main series. There's 3 in the original Phoenix Wright trilogy. There's 3 which are colloquially the Apollo Justice trilogy, although they're not really a trilogy as such. You know, they're just the next 3 games. Then you've got Investigations 1, Investigations 2, and then you've got Great Ace Attorney Chronicles 1 and Great Ace Attorney Chronicles 2. Yeah, 2 main trilogies, 2 investigation games, and then also don't forget Great Ace Attorney as well, Hades. Yeah. So after we finish up with this game, I'm probably going to give it like a couple of weeks, but then I will be looking to go on to Great Ace Attorney because I do own that on. I'm pretty sure I bought that when it was on sale. Let me just double check my Steam. Hold on a minute. Let's see. Yeah, Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, right there. Good stuff. Yeah, the one with Professor Layton. I've seen it before. As I understand it, getting Nintendo DS games to play is nightmarish on a PC. I don't know if that's true or not. I might have a look into it, because the thing is, like, I don't have a DS, and getting a DS to integrate with the cap card would be an achievement. And then the game's going to be expensive as well. Ooh. Let me just grab that. I'm not going to say that, because I don't want to use a word that might get me in trouble. But if I just take that out of chat and go here and put that there, and then just minimize that, then I can always come back to it after the stream, right? Yeah, see? Smart me. What do I play on? I am on PC. But I also have a Nintendo Wii, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, and a GameCube as well. Yo-ho-ho and a bottle of rum. Yaha, fiddle-dee-dee, being a lawyer is alright to be. You go to Kurain and then you get killed. You are a lawyer. Wait, no! Okay. A prosecutor from the States should have already called and requested permission for us to enter. As to why we're here, your benevolence. Have you seen Minister Inga? Excuse me. Oh, it's coming? Hey, nice. Good stuff. If you seek my father, I just saw him heading towards Amara's tomb. Was he with anyone? You know, like some shady-looking underlings or something? No, he was alone. Why do you ask? Looks like she has no idea about Miss Faye's abduction. You hear that? I think we have company. Uh-oh. The army's here. Uh-oh, what the hell? Bow down before her glory! Her Eminence Queen Garan, Grand Priestess of Kurain, approaches! Huh? Garan? Oh, okay. Ah! It's... Queen Garan. Guards! Surround Amara's tomb at once! Yes, Your Eminence! Uh-oh. Ah! Queen Gran! Queen Gran! Brilliant! Brilliant, Zach! Oh, God. That was pretty good, actually. I'll give you that one for free. What's she doing? Is she going to help us? Excuse me, Your Eminence. So, our barbed lawyer returns. May we presume you are here for Maya Faye, the spirit medium who has been abducted? Yes, you may. Allow us to apologize for the criminal actions of our husband. Is this the Maya Faye kidnapping? Yes. Except it's the other, it's not that Maya Fey kidnapping, it's this Maya Fey kidnapping, which is not like the other Maya Fey kidnapping, and, you know, she kind of how does she keep falling for this? How does Maya keep on getting herself in these situations? I don't understand it. I don't get it, but welcome in, by the way, Queer Basilisk. I hope you're having a good day. Welcome to Spirit of Justice, in which this is the Maya Fey kidnapping. You are quite right with that. Oh, no need to apologize for him. Honestly, Inga, abducting a guest in our country? How could you? Father abducted someone. Oh, he loves Spirit of Justice. Nice. I heard a lot of people, like, chat smack about this game. I mean, to be fair, a lot of people chat smack about, Dual Destinies as well. I just think these games are neat, you know. They're all a bit different to each other. I don't think there's really one that I would outright say, I don't like this. They're all kind of cool. I mean, some of the second game in the overall series, so that's Justice for All. I wasn't too keen on that one, but the rest of the series has been pretty baller. Sorry, excuse me, I said a really weird hiccup. It tasted like energy drink. There we go. Your Eminence, what about those soldiers over there? They are the Grand Rule Guard, soldiers who serve the crown, no other. You hate the gameplay? You know what? That's fair. I mean, I can never hate Dual Destinies because Simon is hot, so, you know. I'm a simple guy. You know, he says, silence, and I say, yes, Daddy. They are an elite force selected from only the most loyal and outstanding of our subjects. And why have you ordered them to surround the tomb? The police will not come if it is my husband who is committing the crime. We shall have to storm the tomb and take Minister Inga into custody ourselves. I said his silence perfectly. I definitely haven't been practicing. No, I love Simon. I think he's fantastic. Like, I absolutely adore how his character is put together. And, you know, the voice tics are just 10 out of 10. Chef kiss. Beautiful. What? You mean... Garan, no, his hostage is in there. Dirk! How dare you set foot in the palace? Have you come to turn yourself in? Listen, we need to call a truce for now. Grand Royal Guard, seize this traitor of the crown. Then you get punished for speaking after being silenced. I mean, yeah, it's true. It's true. But the thing is, like, Simon's not trying to stop us from speaking. He's trying to stop us from casting spells because he knows that wizards are his nemesis. So he sees a wizard casting a spell. You know, Apollo's just there fiddling with his magical bracelet. And then Simon's just like, silence! And then it's just like, oh, no, my magic cock ring, it's not working anymore. And then Apollo can't do his mindfuckery stuff, you know. And yes, I did just call it a magic cock ring. So... Anyway.
As you wish, Your Eminence. Resist and you die.
Wait a second. Hold it. Whoa! Hey there, Rixia. You need to recharge your magic cock ring with JO crystals. Well, you know what? You know what? That's exactly what you can collect in Metroid Prime 4. Lots of green JO crystals. Looking back on this mountain to play the game is making you giggle. It's very silly in retrospect. I mean, this entire series is very silly, and then Dirk pulls this face on us, and it's just like, okay. Slow down there, Garan. I'm here to conduct a hostage exchange. Oops. Also, Star Wars KOTOR. KOTOR? Oh, yeah. I forgot about that bit. I haven't played that game in a very long time. Pretty good. Pretty good. I actually played the... I played the second one to completion, but I hadn't done the patch that fixes it. So the ending was just like, what the hell's going on? DD has some strong scenes in a very fun second case. DD was just just fun all around. I think that's why I liked it. It's just a fun game, you know. But if you take me in now, my Faye is as good as dead. Athena watches porn every trial with Widget. Have you ever wondered why the judge is normally so distracted? It's because Athena is directly streaming Tiffel Lockhart getting railed to the judge. It's just like the Italian parliament. It's very, very naughty. I mean, I don't know how many terabytes of smut are stored on Widget, but frankly, you know, I probably deserved that. A hostage exchange, and why would you choose to do such a thing with you? You were gone for 2 minutes and I start acting out. Yeah, you know what? That's fair. That's fair. I'm not being sussy. Look. Listen. Yeah. Okay. We can talk about that later. Right now, I need to get in there before it's too late. If I can't resolve this in 20 minutes, you can storm the place. Now then, if you'll excuse me. Dirk, wait! Guards, allow the insurgent Dirk Sadmari to pass. Bobhead, you have some explaining to do. Right, well, while we're waiting here, Apollo, why don't you explain the situation? What? Me? Leave nothing out, Hornhead, or I'll dehorn you where you stand. What? What does that even mean? She's such a bitch. You know who she kind of reminds me of? Did you ever play Bulletstorm? Do you remember Trishka? When you remember, like, one of the first things that she says to you when you meet her is, "If you follow me, I will kill your dicks." And you know, she's just permanently hostile for the opening of the game. And that's the sort of energy we get from Ryfer, just with a bit less swearing. You know, it's She says what? Let me get the quote up. Bulletstorm is a very crude game. It's a very, very crude game. Trishka quotes Bulletstorm. Okay. Okay, let's have a look. Okay. Here we are. Yeah, well, go fuck yourself. You shitpiles give chase, I will kill your dicks. What? What does that even mean? You're gonna kill my dick? Well, I'll kill your dick. How about that? Bulletstorm is a fantastic game. The Windows sound made me think your computer was dying. No, that was me. That was internet kind of plonging because I was trying to control F something when I shouldn't have been able to. It was very silly. Very silly. Okay, there we go. No, I don't think so. I think it's just a case that Grayson just had no idea how to respond to someone saying they were going to kill his dick, so he just kind of fired the same thing back at them because he just couldn't think of anything to say. I mean, to be fair, I'd have probably been in the same situation. It's like, how, what? Kill my dick? What? What? Well, no, you. It was a very funny part of the game. I mean, Bulletstorm's a very funny game generally, so I recommend playing it. Oh, excuse me. Hornhead? She doesn't waste any time coming up with nicknames. And what's with the attitude? Her father's the one who abducted Miss Faye. Oh, okay. Do my ears deceive me, or did I hear talk of my father abducting someone? Oh, you heard right. He abducted Maya Faye and... Insolent fool! Pardon my rudeness. A gentle soul such as my father could not possibly have committed such a crime. Gentle? Gentle? You think he's gentle? I'm afraid it's true, your benevolence. He's holed up in that tomb as we speak. First hair forehead, now hornhead. Can't be talking, there's 20,000 war crimes being committed. I think we can do more than that. I think we can commit more than 20,000 war crimes. All I have to do is lovingly stroke the picture of Joe Kukin that hangs in my office behind my door. And I'll just say, in the name of Cain, like every single time I commit a war crime. We can commit 40,000 war crimes. Yeah, we could do that. We could do that. 40,000 war crimes. Oh, what's our first one going to be? Oh, it's Christmas come early. Okay. What war crimes should we do? We have to put up a red cross somewhere. Yeah, that's the easiest. That's the easiest way to commit a war crime, isn't it? All we have to do is play a version of Doom that has the red cross on the med packs, and that's basically a war crime for each one we see. It's a technicality, but the law thrives on technicalities, so it's perfect. Excellent. Yeah, we're cooking now. Why would he do such a thing? Well, you see, your father's a bit of a dickhead. Hi, back. I'm Shinsu. Your benevolence. You saw your father heading toward the tomb? I did. I was over on that veranda, deep in thought. When I saw him hurrying toward the tomb, I'd say it was about 10 minutes ago. Why was he rushing? Maybe he was worried he'd be late. Did you see anyone else heading for the tomb? I saw no one else after he entered. So Minister Inga and Miss Faye are the only ones in there besides Dirk? Is killing the leader of a country while conducting a hostage exchange a war crime? I mean... What do you reckon, Zedbakes? Is killing the leader of a country while conducting a hostage exchange a war crime? Or would we be able to use the excuse, got a little bit too silly? Tehepero. We'll right-click on Minister Inga and pull up his ID. We'll run it through a banana. That'll be fun. That's such a hyper-specific joke. Everyone else is just gonna be like, eh?
But Zedbakes, my dear, that was for you. That was for you, dear Zedbakes.
Who knows? But I wouldn't be surprised if you had a minion or two with him. War crime's pretty silly. If we say Pecco after every single war crime, does that make it okay? It's only been 5 minutes? Ugh, feels like an eternity. Patience, Apollo, patience. Something about this diamond in the rough. Insert Pecco laugh. Huh? Wait, hang on. I just realised something. Isn't the Pecco laugh basically the same as Jimmy Carr's laugh? Oh no. It's not a crime if you win? I don't know about that. As someone who works inside the law in real life as well, I can pretty much guarantee that, like, the legality of something, whether you win or not, is, like, still pretty absolute. You know, if the law says you shouldn't be doing this, then, you know, don't do the thing. Although I kind of get what you're coming from. I mean, Star Wars definitely has that whole history is written by the victors thing going on, doesn't it? I think that's more what it's going for. Rather than it's not a crime if you win, it's more like history being written by the victors. And also that you can... Teehee. Oh, I just committed a war crime. Yeah, I'm sorry, Uwu. You know what? That would probably fly in Modcord. In fact, let me ask for you. Hold on. Give me a sec, and we'll find out for you. Okay, I'm going to ask the question. Bear with me a moment. Would this constitute a valid defense for someone we are going to ban? There we go. That pains you to type. Well, I'm going to have an answer for you very soon as to whether or not that would be something that we would accept as a defense. She's got them giant ass sleeves going on. Do you think she's got an AK hidden up there? Like, do you think she's like, she opens up her sleeves and then suddenly she's got an AK-47 on each hand? That would be terrifying. It's been almost 20 minutes. What's taking Dirk so long? Well, you see about that. She is the AK-47, so she just, like, opens her arms up and there's suddenly, like, she's got, like, it's Barrett from Final Fantasy VII, isn't it? Like, one of her arms is just a Vulcan cannon, and she starts spinning the barrels up. You do think Pekka and Jimmy Carr have similar laughs? Hers seems natural with Carr. You can't believe it's natural despite being the same every time. I mean, yeah, Jimmy Carr's laugh just kind of says to me, tax, dodge, 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 dodge. Because, you know, he dodges his taxes, the dodgy bastard. But anyway, moving on. Murder drones. Oh, God. Murder drones would be terrifying. Like, she just opens up her sleeves and just a swarm of bees flies out. Just killer bees. She's like John Petrucci. Like, she opens up her sleeves and the killer bees are just there. The appointed time has come. Our royal guard shall now storm in. Can you wait just a little longer? No, we cannot. Every second we wait puts the hostage's life in even more danger. Therefore, we see no alternative but to order our guards to storm in. Not what you're thinking. You're going to have nightmares about that. So, if you want a fun time, look up John Petrucci pedals. So there's a skit on YouTube from ages ago about John Petrucci talking through all his musical equipment. And it's just like, yeah, so this pedal unleashes a swarm of killer bees. This one drops the audience into a pit of spikes. This one just kills them. And honestly, it's genuinely pretty funny. Also, our first answer, Teehee, I just committed a war crime, I'm sorry, Uwu, could be forgiven depending on the war crime. Okay. Let's say usage of incendiary weapons against an orphanage. There we go. Okay, so we're testing out, would that be a valid defense if used incendiary weapons against an orphanage? That is the first thing we go to, right? The first question we ask is like, would you be able to use that as a valid legal defense if you were burning down an orphanage with incendiary weapons? If we're not going to go all in straight away, what's the point? The Empire forgives. That's a war crime. Well, the Geneva suggestions say it is. I don't believe them myself, but I kind of have to do what they say. Because if I don't, then my boss will just be like, you got a bit too silly, Shimtone. You got a little bit too silly. And I'll just be like, I'm just a little guy. You know, I can literally just be like, what do you mean? You know, I'm literally just a little guy. Yeah, why do you want to fight me? Why do you want to fight me? I'm just a little guy, boss. You know, I'm this. Oh wow, I could really become really titchy here. Whee! Boing, 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 boing. Oh, that's the edge of the screen. Boing, 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 boing. Woo! Woo! I should probably. I don't think I've had. I think I forgot my medication. Whoops. I'm fully unmedicated. Why were I bouncing on her titties? Well, you see. You remember in how in like Super Mario, you always look for the point where you can bounce on the easiest. You forgot your meds as well. Oh no. I'm gonna make it up with. Oh, okay, yeah, no. You can use "got too silly ooh" as a legal defense for burning down an orphanage. We've just checked. We've just got confirmation from Haru from Iris's Birdcage. So yippee! The secret they want you to is the orphanages. The only kids and only wants are there. I mean, Pekka's accent being insane. I think Pekka's just insane herself. Okay. Rat. Okay. Guards! Am I the current member of One Advice's D&D party? Storm the tomb and seize Minister Inga along with the insurgent Dirks Admadi.
Yes, Your Eminence.
What? Dirk's under arrest too? Step 1, travel back in time. Step 3, no updated autopsy report. Step 4, profit. How about... Ah! Wow, those ones are lingering. Incredible. Okay. Step 2 didn't post. Oh. If your defense, they weren't orphans when they launched the weapon, then it became orphans when you yeeted the parents in self-defense. I mean, yeah, that checks out. Wow, all the moderators in Banana Cord are just like, oh, burning down an orphanage, that sounds kind of cool. Let's do it. And I'm just like, really? I'm a bit scared. Okay. Naturally, that traitorous snake assassinated my predecessor, Queen Amara. Now go, seize them both.
We're going in!
It's a bit edgy, kind of punk. Follow me, man.
For eminence! Oh, the hell on!
I hope no one gets hurt. Oh!
Your eminence!
What the? Why are they running back out? What is the meaning of this? Something terrible's happened. Dirk, the minister. He's dead. What's this? What? Apollo, quick. I'm right behind you. We have to poke the body before Emma gets here. No one enters without our... Oh, come, let's just see what has transpired.
Yes, your eminence!
Well, no one's going to mourn that guy. Some young lady's father has just perished, and Hades' response is good fucking riddance. Oh, no. Oh, die Haragaran. Yeah. Where's Dirk? Apollo, over there. Dirk? Dirk! What? What have you done? Why is he not speaking? Oh, there we are. Apollo! Look! So it is! Minister Inga who has fallen. Guards! Seize this murderous man at once!
Yes, your eminence!
Surrender now, or prepare to fight, rebel scum! No, wait! Ah! Oh, he got fisted. Literally. Is Maya okay? Oh god, excuse me. Dirk! They're taking him away. Ow! Dirk just threw something at me. Wait, this is the... Is he telling me to keep it safe? Hey, Ferocious, how you doing?
I committed a ritual crimes and crimes now. You forgive me, or...
Well, you see, what did you do, Dirk?
I killed a bloke. I sliced him. I killed him in the dick.
You did, didn't you? You saucy devil. Nick, is that you? Maya, are you alright? Dirk, he saved me. I feel exhausted. I can't keep my eyes open. This is brain rot language? Brain rot language. If you want brain rot language, Ferocious, how about I start singing skibbity dup dup dup, yes yes, skibbity dup dup breep breep. How about that, huh? Huh? The Empire forgives nothing. Maya! Oh, she passed out. Don't? Oh, okay. Minister Inga, the man behind Miss Faye's abduction, has been killed, and Dirk was arrested for his murder. So it was the abduction of Maya Faye came to a sudden and unexpected resolution. With this, the curtain fell on the minister, but things were far from over. You hate this brain rot stuff? It's pure shit. I don't know. You forgive lots of things, they need to have minimal impact. What if they have 3 impacts? Can you forgive the first 2, but then at the third one, are there going to be like naked clone sisters of my mum just like floating around? And then am I gonna try and strangle the one person who's not a clone sister of my mum because I'm, you know, the hospital scene? Oh dear. That crosses the line. Understood. Yeah, she does pass out a lot after she gets rescued. You'd think that she'd kind of had learned to deal with that by now, but, well, guess not, huh? Well. Apollo, what happened? I can't say for sure. What the fuck do I mean by the clones of my mom? Have you ever seen Neon Genesis Evangelion? Have you ever seen Neon Genesis Evangelion? Oh, what a wonderfully fucked up anime. And the ending of it is just... You start it for like 5 minutes. Ah, okay. Do you care very much about spoilers for it? Because, like, this is a pretty big plot point. It's a pretty major plot point that I'm covering here. You don't care about spoilers, okay. So, Shinji, the guy who wanks off over hospital patients, he doesn't realize until later that the soul inside of his Evangelion that animates it and allows it to move around is the soul of his dead mother. But then it turns out that Rei Ayanami, the blue-haired woman who he is kind of, to some degree he fancies and kind of wants to bang, is also a clone of his mother, whilst also being kind of his sister because his dad treats her like a daughter. And then at the very end of it, a very naked Rei goes around, turns loads of people into Fanta, and then there's loads of her, and they're really big, and they're all naked. And then Shinji's like, well, I guess I've got to strangle Asuka now then. Alright, whatever. And that's pretty much how Evangelion finishes. It's kind of messed up. Some people don't have the patience for Evangelion. It is pretty depressing. Like, there's a lot to deal with, but I suppose for me, it was one of my first anime. I watched it when it was relatively new, like around the time it was releasing. Cowboy Bebop as well, actually. Yeah, they are definitely of their time. Yeah. How'd that get past the editors? This is like late 90s anime. What editors? They were all so doped up on cocaine that I don't think they gave a shit at that point. Yeah. Dad made 20 clones of his wife after sacrificing him to become a giant robot. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, for me, you know, that was a key plot point. Yeah, you're right. You're right, he did. He did exactly that. But he also put other clones of his wife's soul into the other robots, which is why Unit Zero goes berserk and tries to kill him by punching through the windows. That was all messed up. From what I can tell, it seems Dirk has killed Minister Enger. What? You think he did it to save Miss Faye? Most likely, but who knows? I'm really confused right now. My father, this cannot be. I must see for myself. Your benevolence, we cannot allow you to pass. Fool, stand aside. Forgive us, but we have direct orders from Her Eminence Queen Garan. Father, oh father. Sounds like a Greek tragedy. I don't know, I think if it was a Greek tragedy, then Shinji and his dad would have done stuff. I'm just going to let that sink in for a second. Unit Zero was Ritsuko's mum. Oh, okay. Yeah. I think I've misremembered that bit. Once he Genji'd eggs, he sacrificed her to become a robot after she made the Magi computers. Yeah. No, I remember. I remember now. Yeah. Thank you, Erixia. See, I don't mind getting corrected when it's because my memory's failing me. I'm an old man like that. But yeah, there's a lot of fucked up stuff in Evangelion. And you just kind of get used to it, to be fair. Dirk! You will pay for this! Apollo, let's go regroup somewhere. Yeah. Dirk, it wasn't really you that did it, right? Oh, we're back at Temple. Do you think they've got somewhere called Tiger as like a nightclub? He killed her after she slapped Ray for being a godless creation. Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember. I remember now. Yeah. There's the scene. That old hag is annoying. That old hag is no use anymore. That old hag is annoying. That old hag is no use anymore. That old hag is annoying. That old hag is no use anymore. That old hag is annoying. That old hag is no use anymore. That old hag is annoying. That old hag is no use anymore. That old hag is annoying. That old hag is no use anymore. Woo! I gotta take my fucking meds, haven't I? What's happened? Okay. Got a bit too silly there. That's the scene, isn't it? Erixia. That's the scene, right? And then Unit 2 was Asuka's mum. Yay! Hooray! Asuka walking in and finding her mum. Oh. Ah, shit. Yeah, I forgot about that, but... Alright, moving on. Moving on. This is you without perfect recall of the entire universe. That's the scene exactly. So basically, you're a mentat. Okay, I understand. Well, in that case, I need you to stand between me and that doctor, because he's got something weird going on with his teeth, alright? Can you do that for me? Are you okay, Apollo? Yeah. Edge was speaking with the local police, so let's sit tight until he returns. Okay. I know you must be in a state of shock right now, but I need you to stay with us, Apollo. Just a second. Sorry, bear with. Okay. There we go. Edgy! He's right, I can't go to pieces now. Thanks, Mr. Wright. I'll be fine. Will you, though? Right, Mr. Justice. I'm afraid I have some bad news. It looks like things will only get more complicated from here. Hotel Mario voice, no. Wait, hang on. Oh, you've just given me a fucking great idea, Hades. Hold on, I need to check something real quick. Hold on. You just given me a really great idea, but it's also a kind of psychopathic idea. Hold on. Oh my god, JC, a bomb? A bomb? The government scrapped the program of psionic weapons after the first return of their handlers. I can kind of get that, to be fair. You're Shayla? Shayla? Your favourite gender is men with big tits, naturally love Miles Edgeworth. So what do you think about Iron Tager? He's got a right pair of tits, that guy. And by extension, I mean, Potemkin as well has, like, pretty huge man boobs. You know, but they're not like man breasts, they're more like pillowy man bosoms, you know. They're like pillowy man bosoms. I say pillowy, they're actually like, basically kind of like steel, but that's not the point here. For some reason I thought this was on the SNES. Huh? The fuck? Oh! No, apparently it is there. Okay, hold on. Wait, oh no, I see the problem. I see what I'm doing wrong. Hold on. So I need to go here, and then here. It's there. So guys, what if at some point in the new year we play Mario is Missing? The game with Ouija. Oh no. Oh no. Why? No, we can't. We can't, surely. Surely. Prosecutor Edgeworth, what's happening with Dirk? As I understand, he has officially been charged with the murder of Minister Inga. I'm the one inflicting that on myself. Mario is Missing is a real game, yes. Mario is Missing is real. It is actually a thing. Excuse me. See, you say Hades, I'm the one inflicting it on myself. I thought I'd be inflicting Metroid Other M on myself, but it turns out to be one of the most fun games I've played this year. So, you know. I didn't expect it, but here we are, I guess. However, I did manage to get his permission to investigate the crime scene, and I expect we'll be allowed to visit Mr. Sadmadi shortly. Thank you. I'm sure glad Prosecutor Edgeworth is here with us. In other M, we can shine spark in 3D and roundhouse kick aliens. Can I be aliens? His face like that. He is a very smug bastard, isn't he? Look at his... What do you think would happen if we covered his massive hair vents? Do you think he'd suffocate? Do you think he'd suffocate? Also, it just so happens that Detective Sky is here in Kurumi, so I have asked her to assist us with our investigation. What? What's she doing here? It seems Prosecutor Sadmadi has grown quite fond of her. He's been ferrying her around all over the place, a few days here, a few days there. They've almost become a team of sorts. Despite what Nayusa says, and it seems he thinks highly of Emma's skills. So, what now, Apollo? I think I'll go pay Dirk a visit at the detention centre. I want to go check in on Myra at the hospital. What about you, Athena? Well, if there's footwork to be done, I'd better stick with Apollo and give him a hand. So I can get stepped on? I mean, yeah. You know. Who wouldn't want Samus's boot crushing their skull like a fucking melon? What a way to die. Beautiful. Beautiful. Very well. Then I will accompany right. Okay, we've got our separate ways for now. Alright, if anything comes up, you have my cell number. Oh, something's going to be coming up alright, but it's going to be between Edgeworth and Phoenix. Emma has a boyfriend? I fucking hope not. If she does, then I'm just going to explode. If Samus crushed you, you wouldn't be mad? No, exactly. You understand. See, you get it. You understand how glorious a death that would be. Do you know your way around here, Apollo? It's been over 10 years since I left, but I'll try not to get as hopelessly lost. Okay. So, okay, we're back here again, huh? Apollo, here to see your old man, are you? Dirk, are they done interrogating you? Nope, the fun hasn't even started. I imagine they'll really rake me over the coals, though. Hey, Athena. Hey, Apollo. Me and Edgeworth got arrested for public indecency. I mean, you know what? Yeah. What do you mean you got done for public indecency? Well, you see, Edgeworth was trying to tie a prayer flag around my pole. And we got a bit too silly. And on the plus side, Edgeworth is now boy pregnant. So, what do you mean he's boy pregnant, Phoenix? What does that even mean? You see, Apollo, we got a bit too silly. A little bit too silly, you see. Just a tad smidge. Yeah. It's always great when, like, you get someone laughing hard enough that they for a moment cease to press the right keys in sequence. Beautiful. He's got... No worries. Thanks for swinging by. I hope you had fun. And may the thought of boy pregnant Edgeworth haunt you throughout this entire day. Odihara Garan. Oh, man. Yeah, we have fun here. I don't even want to think about how harsh their interrogation method will be. Yeah, but that's nothing compared to what they'll do if they find him guilty. They've branded me a terrorist who killed the previous queen. And now the Justice Minister. Sorry, one moment. Yep. If found guilty of these crimes, I'll be facing a very public execution. Public execution? This is worse than I thought. Come on, son, turn that frown upside down. You'll jinx us. As soon as I get out of here, I'll take you to this tasty hash house I know. I'd like that. I don't think Dirk's getting out of this one. That's a death flag if I've ever seen one. I really need to focus on what happened. Time to switch to work mode. Dirk, can you tell me what happened? Oh, and there's also something I want you to take a look at. Okay, so we need to have him to take a look. We need to get him to take a look at something. Is it the photo? That's the only remaining photo of your father. Take good care of it. I will. I'm just surprised to see it after all these years. I had a tough time tracking it down and retrieving it. It was taken by some European tourists who just happened to be watching your father. I had one of my men go to Europe to look them up and ask whether we could have it. You went through all that trouble? I did. So don't go losing it or anything. I said I'd take good care of it, didn't I? Okay. Do we want you to have a look at the orb? I see you got it safely out of the tomb. Why'd you throw it at me like that? I want you to listen carefully, son. The orb must not fall into Garan's hands, not ever. I thought Minister Inga was the one who was after it. He was the one who lent it to Professor Buff to study, after all. So haven't you exposed his crime now? I have, but there's more connected to this relic than meets the eye. Much more. And whatever it is, I can't help feeling that it could turn this entire kingdom upside down. You said something like that before. Looks like Dirk's intuition is at it again. Garan will do anything to retrieve this. So guard it well, son. At least until tomorrow's trial. Okay. We're doing revolution now? We do seem to be, huh? Sorry, bear with me a moment. I really am sure I've got, like, undiagnosed ADHD, because I realise I need to do something really quickly, so I'll just take a second away from my stream just to sort this. And, yeah. I've got to focus. Got to focus. Dirk, what happened in there? You didn't really kill Minister Inga, did you? Well, the thing is, I really don't know. Huh? I remember seeing the mural of the founder right as I entered the tomb, but I got all dizzy immediately after that. The next thing I knew, I was standing there with a bloody knife in my hand, and covered in Inga's blood. So you don't remember meeting with him? No, the last thing I remember after entering the tomb is feeling really dizzy. There's no way he can explain what happened if he can't remember anything. Yeah. I suppose there's no getting out of this one. No, I think you're in the shit this time, Dirk. But we can't give up yet. Oh, I was just messing with you, son. Were you though? Were you though, Big D? I don't know. Well, stop. It's not funny. Sorry. Sheesh. Nothing seems to faze him, not even being arrested for murder. This is going to be one tough case, Apollo. Not only have I been charged with Inga's murder, but I've also been charged with Amara's assassination from 23 years ago. You're on trial for 2 charges. Garan is practically licking her chops just thinking about my public execution. Guess it means we can't afford to lose our heads, huh? I don't know how you can laugh at a time like this. So, son, I take it you'll be defending me at my trial? Of course. You can count on me. That's my boy. Looks like your nerves are as steel as those vocal cords of yours. After all, you've got the Defense Culpability Act to contend with, too. Oh, right. So if you're found guilty, then I'll be charged with the same double homicide, huh? Bit of gallows humor, hell yeah. Glorious revolution. Don't tell me you forgot about that. I'll be fine. I just have to make sure we win this one. You sure? Because you don't sound very fine. Apollo, what was that about an assassination 23 years ago? About that incident 23 years ago. That was when the previous Queen Amara was assassinated, wasn't it? Yes, someone set her private residence on fire. Oh dear. She lost her life in the ensuing blaze. And you were arrested for the crime? Why would they arrest you, Mr. Sadmadi? Weren't you just a lawyer back then? What relation could you have had with the Queen? Was Queen Amara getting banged by the lawyer? About that. Amara was, well, she was my wife. What? I wasn't being serious. I wasn't being serious. I may not look the part, but I was once husband to a queen. In short, I was royalty. What? No way! Are you saying you won the heart of the reigning queen? Come on, you're talking to a guy who honed his prowess against witnesses on the stand. Even a queen is no match for this dragon's glare. Oh, is that why he does the fist thing? A dragon never yields until his wife reaches, well, you know. Wow, you're really something else. Sounds like a conflict of interest. A little bit. You mean, wait? You're going to throw things at me, aren't you? You're going to throw things at me. Okay. Nayuta is Amara's son? Maybe. So was a verdict ever reached, Dirk? I acted as my own attorney and won. Until I was accused of fabricating evidence, that is. Then it all went south. Now, where have I heard a story like that before? What happened after that? I made a run for it. You ran, but why? I didn't kill Amara, and I didn't fabricate any evidence. But if I'd stuck around for a retrial, I'd have been found guilty for sure. I couldn't allow that to happen. Amara's true killer would never face justice if I did. So I left my law practice behind and went underground. But that was 23 years ago. Are you telling me that after all these years, you still haven't discovered the truth? Yeah, the fact it was an arson means that the crime scene was reduced to ashes. There is little in the way of evidence left. It's just been brick wall after brick wall. He's related to Von Karma? I hope not. I hope not. I guess that means it's all up to me to figure it out, huh? Along with Minister Inger's murder, of course. I think I'm going to be sick. Come on, son, don't look so down. With you on the case, it'll work out somehow. I hope he's right. Say, son, do you remember my office? Sure. I remember that messy, dimly lit room. The file I've amassed on Amara's assassination is kept there. I think it might help you on this case. Do you remember how to get there? Let me think. I recall going through a manhole. How can I not, Dirk? I hated how I always got so dirty getting there, and that stench. That old case is important too, but I should probably focus on the minister's murder first. Who's this? I'm afraid your time is up. Oh, no, it's this dickhead. Nayuta. It's time for the prisoner's interrogation. So be gone, you putrid-headed criminal abetting lawyer. Wait, don't tell me. You're the prosecuting attorney? What? But that would mean... Is there a problem here? You bet there is. He's your father. And your point is? My relation to the accused is irrelevant. The fact remains I am a prosecutor. No, that's not what I don't think I'm getting through to him. Nayuta, long time no see, son. How have you been? Look, I hear you've been serving Garan, rather faithfully, in fact. Whatever happened to our dream of taking her down and changing this country, son? The past is the past. What do you mean? Why are you doing this? It's simple. People change. The Nayuta you knew exists no more. Listen, son, I don't know what made you change like this, but you're still my boy, even if you prosecute my case. The rest of the Defiant Dragons and I eagerly await your return. Whenever you're ready, we'll welcome you back with open arms. As I said, I've moved on. Now let us waste no more time, for flowers do not blossom simply from talk of the past. Why do I get the feeling there's something he wants to say but can't? Guard, move the accused to the interrogation room. Yes, sir. This way, you rebel scum. Ow! Watch it! Don't so rough, will you? No, it's, Is he seriously going to prosecute his own father? I guess we're going to his office, huh? How do I get there? Do I need to talk to... That's curious. Investigate the crime scene. Oh, okay. We need to go to the crime scene first. A rebellious man rebelling against his father. Yeah, the tomb's a good idea, Hades. Okay. So, this is the tomb of Amara, the previous queen of Kurumi. It's really lavish. I guess you could say it's fit for a queen. No shit, Apollo. Dick. Is the faceless woman in that mural over there Amara? No, that's the Holy Mother. She's the one who brought spirit channeling to Kurumi. 2 for 2? Ha! You know what? I wonder if the queen is the killer. Like, did the queen kill the old queen? Is that how you become queen? Is it like the rule of 2? Legal obligation. You know what? I'm just gonna let you have that one. I'm just gonna let you have that one without question, because like, you got me. You know, I can't even be cross about that. I can't even be cross that you got me there. Why is it so hot tonight? Sorry. Bear with me. Sorry, I'm just gonna take my... get rid of this a minute. I hope I'm not getting sick, because that would be absolutely delicious. There we go. Alright, the woman in the orb. Oh, it's you two. Getting right into business, I see. Is this Emma? Yay! Hi, Emma. We heard you give us a hand if we needed it. Yep, Mr. Edgeworth asked me to help where I could. So, it's been quite a while since you've been back in Karina here. Yeah, more than 10 years, in fact. Well, you shouldn't waste any time. I mean, you're already mixed up in a murder. You're as big a trouble magnet as Mr. Wright. Please don't say that. My luck's already bad enough as it is. Emma, I hear Prosecutor Sadmadi has requested your services again. He seems to have really taken a liking to you. You mean his ephemeral holiness? Oh boy! We've pissed her off. I don't mind that he approves of me and my abilities. It's just, his people skills need some serious work. When he manages to smile and compliments my work, it's hard to say no. Plus, working on investigations overseas press experience, but finding out how it knows itself, that's been tough, and the lack of sleep has been brutal on my skin. To make matters worse, the defendant in this case is someone I know. I mean, how can this get any worse? Sounds like they've got one complicated prosecutor-detective relationship going on. Damn. Oh, okay. Emma, have you determined the cause of death? Blood loss from a stab wound. A single stab in the back was enough to cause the victim to bleed to death. The estimated time of death is 3 PM, which is when dirt came onto the scene. Okay. Got an autopsy report. Good shit. Can we update this? Should we update this right now? Any suspects besides Dirk? No. He, Myra, and the Minister were the only ones here. And Myra had been tied up until she was freed by the Queen's Royal Guard. Could someone have been hiding somewhere in here? Not likely. I was told this tomb was searched from top to bottom right after the murder. And during that time, the Royal Guard set up a perimeter to prevent anyone from escaping. Okay. In other words, the crime scene was completely sealed off. It would appear so. No way for a third party to escape without being spotted, so... Great, it's another one of those convoluted locked room mysteries. Okay. About the victim, Minister Inga. He was the kingdom's Minister of Justice, correct? Yeah. Inga Karkul Kurain was the second most powerful figure in Kurain. Plus, he was married to the Queen. Seems strange that someone of his status would abduct someone. Apparently, he only told a few of his most loyal subordinates about his plan. That way, there was little chance of the police or even the Queen finding out. What was Inga hoping to gain by getting his hands on the orb? That, I don't know, but I'm working on it. I wonder if it really was for what politician Wimpson said. I must deliver it to my benefactor at all costs. What do they want that relic for, anyway? It's something to do with an old legend. My patron seeks the great power said to be granted to whoever sells its secret. A great power that is said to be bestowed on whoever solves the orb's secret. In Kurain, only those who can channel spirits are said to be fit to rule. Was that why Inga wanted such power? Did he want to be king? Okay, interesting. So, this is the tomb of the previous queen. Yeah, Queen Amara was laid to rest here. How are these Lamb of God jokes working? If you like it, like, comment, and subscribe. You gotta go, Hades, no worries. I don't know how long tonight's one is going to be, because I need to medicate desperately. I'm starting to run out of breath a little bit, actually. Probably not a good thing. I'm also overheating, which is unexpected. So, if I don't see you before, tomorrow's Metroid Other M. Sorry you're not religious. Ah, fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, there are ways to become religious. If someone shoots you with a Tommy gun, you become religious. What do I mean? Holy. Haha. Isn't it winter? Yeah, it is winter, and I'm somehow overheating, which is I don't know what's going on. Excuse me. She lost her life in an arsonist blaze. What a tragic end. I heard this tomb sits in the actual site of her residence before it was burnt down. They built it on the same spot so her soul could rest in peace. So this is where the fire happened, huh? Why do you think Minister Inga was holding Miss Faye captive here? It's the perfect spot if you think about it. It's close to his private quarters, which made it easy to keep an eye on his prisoner. And the courtyard's only open to the royal family, so he had little fear of prying eyes. Plus, the tomb is normally locked, and only the royal family's allowed access. Okay. So that's why you picked this place. Ow. Oh, sorry, my neck's got really stiff there. No, what's this? Ah, I see, okay. Hold on a minute. Ara's been out with pals, which is why they've not been able to come to stream. But I've just made them aware that we sent someone on their way thinking about Pregworth. About 6 days. Really? That long? It appears that she was severely weakened by prolonged confinement. She passed out as soon as she was freed, and she's now on an IV drip at the hospital. She's been asleep ever since. Poor Miss Faye. I hope she gets better soon. Emma, do you mind if we start looking around? Sure, I've already got the okay. Knock yourselves out. Oh, and here. What's this? Okay. It's a diagram the police drew of the tomb. I thought I'd give you a copy to help your investigation along. Thank you. Okay. Oh, and let me know if you need my forensic expertise. Don't you dare keep all the fun to yourselves, you hear? You don't need to worry about that. Besides, I'd hardly classify this as fun. Okay. Okay, so what do we got? Anything of interest? Oh, blood. Wow, it's covered in blood. With a blood spatter this large, it must have gotten all over the killer too. Come to think of it, there was blood on Dirk's clothes. The circumstantial evidence points to Dirk being the killer. That's what I conclude if I were a cop too. Why are things always so bleak for me? Guess this is where Inga collapsed when he died. Better take a closer look. Okay, got a gun. Interesting. So it's like a derringer. So the minister was armed, huh? Mm-hmm. That's a full-shot pistol. Excuse me. He had it for self-defense, apparently. But it won't be firing anything anytime soon. Huh? He was carrying a broken gun around for show. No, we recovered a bullet here. Which means the gun probably broke as the minister fired its last round. Thing is, the gun's chambers are all empty. Yet that one bullet is the only bullet we could find. Could he have been possessed? Channelers can do some weird stuff. I don't think he could have been possessed. Because a spirit channeler has to be able to channel someone using their full face and their name, but that person also has to be dead. So the only way that someone could be spirit channeled by a medium is if they're already dead. So I don't know. I mean, I suppose like, isn't the Queen a spirit channeler? Oh man, okay. We can't discount her as a suspect in that case. Maybe Dirk ate them. We can ask the next time we see him. Just be ready for his predictably shocking answer. Okay. Mobile. I wonder if this is Inga's cell phone. It should be. His fingerprints are all over it. Do you know if he talked with anyone recently? There were a few calls logged between him and his underlings. They're all members of the secret police who were directly under the minister's control. You mean like spies? I don't think that's quite it. Okay. The knife. So this is the murder weapon. Emma, did you find any prints on it? Oh god. I'm really sorry guys, I'm yawning all over the shop. Yeah, and they were super clear. They belonged to one Dirk Sadmadi. That's not good. Were there any others? There was one more print from another individual, but it was too smudged to identify. It's probably an old print from someone else who had handled the knife. Oh. Yet another piece of unhelpful info to add to our ever-growing pile. Okay. We've already taken the body away. It's kind of sad how familiar I've become with body outlines. I have a photo of the body if you're interested. Sure. Okay. He was stabbed right in the back. Poor guy was practically skewered. What's he wearing on his arms? Those are the cuffs of justice. Seems to be a tradition here for the Minister of Justice to wear those forearm cuffs. Okay. They look like they're made of a thick fabric, so I guess they aren't for protection. Maybe they're for keeping his sleeves out of the way when handling documents. Yeah, that's probably their original purpose. But over the years, the reason for wearing them was probably just forgotten. So now they're just one of many traditional things that people do without knowing why. Oh, I get it. Kind of like the way you roll up your sleeves, huh? Or your psychology, if we're going there. I happen to know why I started. Thank you very much. Okay. Anything else? I'm not your English teacher, because I already told you I'm not your English teacher, May. I can't be. Because I am. You supply teacher? I'm not a teacher, I'm a lawyer. I work in law. I can promise you I'm not your supply teacher. I can promise that. No, I'm sorry, but there's a the main problem with that, May, is I don't work in teaching. Right? I work in legal practice. I spent almost all of my day sorting out court documents today. It's not very much fun, I don't recommend it. I can barely speak English, let alone teach it. Ow! Oh no. Dies instantly. Wait, does this work for this model? Let me try it. Nope. Okay, that's fine. I tried to use my die toggle, but it doesn't work for this model. So, well. The sarcophagus is surrounded by a curtain. I bet someone could have hidden behind it. True. Well, that's one of the many places the Royal Guard checked after storming in. Wow, they were really thorough. Yeah, well, apparently one of their members loves mystery novels. He peered into every nook and cranny with an almost frightening amount of gusto. And when he was done, he said... He literally introduced himself as, I am an ex-caveman and I may be made out of cake. What an intro. I'm going to have to admit it one day. I'm not, because I'm not a teacher. I'm not a teacher. I'm a lawyer. Like, I literally work in law. I can't be a teacher. I ain't got the patience for that shit. Oh dear. Sorry, bear with me a second. I keep yawning. There we go. Okay. Sounds like he's in the wrong line of work. No, it's not me, mate. It's not me. I'm very sorry about that. I mean, I can't admit to something that's just not true. It's very zesty. What do you mean zesty? What does that even mean? What do you mean zesty? Huh? What? Zesty? What's that mean? Eh? Is this some sort of like Zoomer slang? Here, I'll go give it a try. Okay. Well, can you tell I'm hiding here? It's hard to explain. No, I can't tell at all. That's it, that's the perfect hiding place. Someone else do the explaining for you? If it's meaning what I think it's meaning, then I'm just going to say, like, straight up, I'm married to my wife. I'm married to a woman. She's got, like, girl boobs and everything. And, I mean, they're pretty lovely, actually. They're pretty lovely. Sorry, I got a bit distracted then. I was thinking about my wife's boobies, and, yeah, I like them. What? What do you mean, Yeah, I'm married to a woman. What can I say? I like them. You know, they're nice. They're nice, you know. Sometimes I pay her compliments, you know, the sort of compliments that women like you have hair, and you are a girl. If she's listening, you feel bad for me. She's used to me. We've been together for we've been together for just over 18 years and married for 8 of those. Yeah. You still have a chance? Not with me. Not with me, I'm afraid. I'm so sorry. But no, I am like married, and I've been with my wife for 18 years. Like we first met at university back in 2007. So it was October the 12th, 2007, in fact, was the day we became an ISOM. I'm so sorry, Erixia. If I twerk, will that make it up to you? Hold on. Okay, there we go. I'm working it. I'm working it. My wife's an undercover man. I can assure you, that's not the case. No, she's actually been on a stream with me. She has actually been on stream with me before as well. Please don't. No, there was a stream that we did where it was like a married couples Q&A. Oh, it was like 2 years. It was like 2 and a bit years ago. It was a very long time back. Well, I'm tempted to try and get her on for another stream at some point, but I just don't know like when or where. So we'll work that out maybe. You glad we can take care of each other? Yeah, we look after each other. We solved the case. Sorry to burst your bubble, but the Royal Guard searched the tomb high and low right after they stormed in. Guess what? Chicken butt. And they said no one else was hidden here beside Minister Inga, Dirk, and Miss Faye. You're single? I hope you find yourself a good, significant other when you're good and ready to. Yeah. I haven't been single for a very long time. I don't even remember what it's like, to be honest. The thought of being single scares me a little. Because I'm so used to having wife around that, you know, it's like... I just can't imagine, like, I don't, if she goes away on, like, a, you know, a concert trip or something, and then I'm asleep, and I roll up, like, I'll wake up in the middle of the night, because I'll roll over in the night and, like, you know, snug up. But if she's not there, it's like, ah! And I wake up, and I'm suddenly like, oh, I'm sad now. And then I have to grab the cat instead. And then I basically pull up, I get the cat, and then the cat, and the cat's just like, and I'm just like, yes, the cat, and the cat's like, and it just kind of goes on like that, you know. My brilliant deduction, destroyed in 3 sentences. How did I make those noises? Well, I opened my mouth and I was kind of... That's literally how my cat sounds, by the way. We got 2 of them. One of them is... she's 14. She's asleep in a box right now. I don't mean anything bad by that. There's a box in the hallway and she likes sleeping in that. You tried and your mum looked at you weird. Well, you see, you're a cat girl now. You have to go to anime. You have to go to the anime. Whoopsie doopsie. Yeah, and our other cat is 9, and he's just kind of like, meow. He's a bit of a dickhead as well. What do we got here? Ah! A baby on a lotus blossom. That's one strange painting. Apparently, it's part of a mural depicting the life and times of Queen Amara. You know, like a storyboard or something. So that baby's supposed to be Amara? This one depicts Amara preaching to the faithful. It's hard to put into words, but I've never seen anything like it. Let's see, the next one is... Is that Dirk? Why does he have horns? My best guess is, it depicts the first time Amara and Dirk met. So he's supposed to be some kind of demon who's seducing her. Well, he was successful since they got married after that. You got told off today by the supply for laughing when someone got sent out for farting. See, the thing is, right, if you're farting at school, you got to be stealthy about it. Like, you want to drop it as silently as possible so that no one knows that you've done it. And then someone will react to the smell, and you can pin it on them. Aha! You say that someone has farted, but they who smelt it surely dealt it. Ha ha! But no, the supply teacher is not me, because I work for a solicitor, right? I am not a solicitor myself, but I work for one. Like, I literally work in legal practice. I cannot be a teacher. So, I'm sorry, your attempts to suss me out have drawn up a blank. Yeah. I'm very sorry to burst your bubble this way. Miss Faye was apparently tied to this chair. Let's take a closer look. We should try to cover every angle possible here. I'm not a teach lawyer, no. Let's use WAS to change her perspective and take a careful look around. I can tell you she was not sat on this chair for 6 days. Where is the fart stain line? There is no fart stain line from there. You don't sit on something for 6 days and not leave like a fart stain mark. Fuck off. That's bullshit. That is turbo bullshit. Oh, I saw something there. What's that? Poor Miss Faye. She must have been tied up to this chair. I can just imagine how much her backside must have hurt after sitting here for so long. Damn! Bro really wants the fart. I'm just saying it's unrealistic to think there's not going to be like a fart stain there. It would have been torture for you, I bet. I mean, you don't know how to sit still. If by that you mean I like to stay active, then I have to agree with you. Okay. Can I... There is something there. There. Did you see it? Look, there's a bloodstain on one of the chair legs. Really? Hey, you're right! I completely missed that! Let's move the chair so we can check under it. There's more blood under the chair leg. I wonder what it's doing there. Welcome back, Basilisk. We've just been discussing that Maya could not have been positioned on this chair for 6 days, because where is the fart line? It's not there. You got told off for turning around to tell the person behind you no one wants to smell your egg-ass perfume. Egg-ass perfume. Blood from the end, preg. Oh, no. Yeah. Yeah, you're going to be spending the rest of your day thinking about Miles Pregworth. Whoopsie-doopsie. I have some luminol here. Why don't you go around some testing with it? Smell of eggs? Why would perfume smell like eggs? I don't understand. Right, let's spray some cocaine dust, huh? Oh. Miles Pregworth! Yeah, you're shitting bricks. Beautiful. Beautiful. So will he be when he gives birth to Phoenix's triplets. Hee. Look. Oh. Triplets, yeah. And the thing is, you know how male pregnancy ends, don't you? You have to draw that out of this. Well, wait until you find out how Phoenix has to give birth. Because, you see, male pregnancy only has one outcome, right? Chestburster, yeah. Erixia's got it in one. Erixia knows. Male pregnancy ends in chestbursters. I've seen Alien. That's how... Throwing up the children, no, they come out through the chest. They erupt out through the rib cage. So Phoenix is just going to be like, ah, and it's just going to be like, and it's just going to be like, oh my god, oh shit. And then Ripley's just like, I knew we should have done the quarantine, you dickheads. You thought it was Miles. Oh yeah, Miles is the pregnant one, isn't he? What? Hang on. Why are they not both pregnant? You know, we've got Pregworth and oh, what's a good pun for Feeny for this? Let's think. I'll come back to that one. Yeah. Same person who put you off cereal orange juice for life? They mix orange juice and hot water in cereal? Weird. I mean, I suppose I used to dunk hula hoops into yogurt, so it's not that bad. Sheenix, right? I mean, we could probably go with that. I wanted it to be pregnancy specific, but that's a good base for us to start cooking with. Every pizza needs dough. You know? Every pizza needs dough. Yeah, I used to dip hula hoops in yogurt. It's pretty tasty, like salt and vinegar into apricot munch bunch. Beautiful. The bloodstain leads all the way to the sarcophagus. Well, well, well. Emma, is this Mr. Inger's blood? Hold on 1 second. Huh? That's strange. That bun is in the oven. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's the idea for your fan art, right? There's the idea for your fan art. You know, you could have Pregworth and Sheenix rubbing each other's preggy bellies, going wee hee hee. You know, they're saying wee hee hee, wee hee hee, wee hee hee, and they're both in Virgin Killer sweaters as well, just to really nail it down. if I see this, right? If I see this on Ace Attorney Circle Jerk, I am gonna shit myself, and then I will shit everyone in chat, just straight in the pants. I will just shit your pants, all of you, at once. Someone started a physical fight over it? Huh. Man, you kids are wild these days. If I have a Tumblr, I do not have a Tumblr. I didn't even realize that Tumblr was still around, to be honest. That's a blast from the past. Didn't get a match. So then whose blood is it? Dirk and Miss Faye weren't wounded as far as we know. And the blood's been wiped up by someone for some reason. Yeah, that's strange too. That's the only place you post? I mean, I can try and remember to post. I can try and remember to check Tumblr at least. I mean, I don't think my wife has one. I could ask her, but then if she asks me what do I need it for, and it's like, oh, I want to look up pregnant Miles Edgeworth, then she's just gonna be like, again, really? No, I don't think that would fly. I don't think that would fly. Okay, so we got a mysterious blood stain. I mean, it could be worse. There's other mysterious stains that could be. So let's just be glad it's not. Okay. Bunch of kids were vaping in the toilet cubicle. Pubicle. School issue computer. Oh, year 10s. Oh, year 10s were dickheads. I remember them. Just like say I'm looking at pregnant Sonic the Hedgehog. What about if I'm looking up radical leftist Sonic the Hedgehog? What then? No, it's a cubicle, not a pubicle. Blood still on the floor, mostly wiped up. Blood leads all the way to sarcophagus. I wonder whose blood is this? Yeah, I wonder too. No. Yeah, radical leftist Sonic the Hedgehog, and he's just like, yeah, he's just like, Shadow, what the fuck are you talking about? You're a beta male, Sonic. Born and raised in England, still better at Punjabi. I have no idea how to say anything in Punjabi. I probably should do. I've worked with some people who were born and raised over there, and I mean, like, they came over when they were 10, 15, somewhere in that general age range. So, like, you know, they'd speak it between themselves when they're on break and stuff like that. And, you know, I was always kind of interested in, like, what do these words mean? And then I realised I can't even speak, like, German or French. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of people from that neck of the woods who come over and end up qualifying into law, which is quite quite neat. There's an important phrase I need to know. Oh boy. Oh boy. Is this going to be like important Filipino phrases where it's just how to swear at someone? Okay. I'm going to Google that. I'm going to Google that. Because I am a sensible sea slug. Why is that not loading? Prime Minister breaks down the door to arrest me for using the internet. Nintendo sues me for enjoying their IP. Huh? What does this mean? Hang on a minute. Translate. Apparently this is Hindi. This little girl is deaf and has a flat face. Apparently that's what that translates as. Okay, let's try this instead. You didn't say that? You did not? They're similar. Ah, I see. So apparently what that translates is, say, you're a bitch. I see. I see. Yeah, it's kind of like how the only Tagalog that I know is putanginga, which is motherfucker. Or your mother is a whore, probably more accurately. But I use it as motherfucker. You use it when you're crashing out on Clover Pit. You wanted me to say it? I don't know how to pronounce that. It kind of looks like Yorkshire, though. It looks like phonetic Yorkshire, which is quite funny. So it's like, if I'm going to speak in Yorkshire, I'm going to get down the pub, right? I'm going to get down the pub, down the boozer, and I'm going to get a beer down the neck, that knows. Then he's going to go down the pit. I said, I get over it. I'm going to get over it, that knows. Huh? Nah, get over it. I see the damn pub, yeah? Oh, ah. And, you know, like, you try and learn phonetic Yorkshire, and it's just like, eh. The Cootha here. Is that right? The Cootha here. Or do I need to do the Anya face? Here. Here. Hang on, can I? There we go. What? Secondary languages are for cussing? I mean, it's true. It is true. You know, like, I could say something like, let me just think for a second. Du kannst mein Pimmel est, Furzmund. And I don't know if I want to repeat what that translates to in English. Do I want to translate that to English? Du kannst mein Pimmel essen, Furzmund. Drawing them pregnant signs out of YouTube. Brilliant. Brilliant. What you want me to say? The Cootha here. Is that's what you want me to say? Do I need to be scared? Do I need to be scared of this? Oh, we got more drawings, have we? Okay. Is this supposed to be Amara channeling a spirit? Looks like the spirit of some country's sultan or something. Sounds like a Star Wars thing. Diwaniwanga. What other Star Wars phrases do I know? Let's see. Oh, my lad, solo the Wookie nipple pinchy. Bit of hussies. I mean, I can speak Sangheili. Do you remember the elites from Halo? Yeah, nipple pinchy. Yeah. But yeah, I can speak Sangheili from Halo. That's a language not many people are fluent in, but I'm pretty good at it, actually. You know, I can speak elite. You wouldn't think it, but I can speak it. Yippee! Yeah. You know, like you rock up into the pub, you see your friends just like, do you want to eat my slipper in English? In Punjabi, mothers mainly say it while telling children, and for them it means, do you want to be beaten out with my slipper? Oh, I see, it's like La Shankla. I get it. I mean, if a mother was to ask me the first bit in English, then I don't know if I'd say no. We should probably move on. She seems to be conveying something to his retainers. She's on fire. This girl is on fire. This girl is on fire. This must be Amara's assassination as allegedly carried out by Dirk. They really made him look evil. This is the weirdest one of all. Is that supposed to be Dirk facing his punishment in the afterlife? Anyway, I guess that's the last one. But yeah, Sangheili's a fun language. Who's that? I don't know. I don't listen to, like, R&B. I've got no fucking clue. But yeah, Sangheili, the language from Halo, you rock up and, you know, you see something you like and it's like, what? You know, you just rock up to your friends and it's like, ah. And, I mean, you can actually see a little bit of Sangheili in the stream title today. Because, you know, like when the Arbiter moans, it's like, oh! Yeah, that's what happens every time Jameson Price says something. A dragon never yields. Oh! Anyway, moving on. I guess we're supposed to see this as a happy ending. Yeah, except nobody came out of the story happy. Toi maman est la chien. You gotta go. Ah, you've taught me too many naughty words in Punjabi tonight. So, take care. Avoid La Shankla. Hey, Mum, that's the chain. Let's change that to Un. Hey, Mum, it's okay. But if we... Hey, Mum, it's here. Oh, wait, no. That's still translated from Punjabi. Apparently that means hey, Mum, it's here in Punjabi. I don't believe that, but... Let's see. Where is surrender language? Surrender language. Where the fuck is surrender language? Here we are. Okay. You, mama, are a slut. Your mum is a bitch? Yeah, okay, fair enough. I mean, it was almost there. It was almost there. Yeah. I mean, it's just like if I go to chat, right, and I type in something like, Romani's Ian Domus. What? People called Romanis? They go, the house? What the fuck does that mean? No. If you don't, if people in chat like are just like, what's this all about? It's a Monty Python skit. Brian graffitis the wall saying Romans go home, but it doesn't say Romans go home. It says people called Romanes, they go the house. And then the centurion forces him to write it out in a grammatically correct fashion 100 times, and then says, right, now don't do it again. And then he immediately gets caught by a different centurion and has to leg it. Life of Brian's pretty funny. And it also introduced us to the visible name, Bigus. Dickus. Do you think there's something funny about the name Bigus? Dickus. Yeah. What's up with all the Terracotta guys?
We demand a shrubbery. We are the knights who say the sacred words Ni, Pang, and Meewum. Ah, but we are no longer the knights who say Ni. We are the knights who say Eki, 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 Patang, Zukung.
Excuse me. It's like a small army of monks all neatly lined up. You're back? Hi, back. Looks like they're facing a sarcophagus in prayer. If you look carefully, each one has a slightly different expression. What's this? Ah, cool. Mine. I wonder if they use real people as models. Hi, back. I'm Dad. Hi, Dad. I'm vanishes to the store to get cigarettes. What's my name in IRL? No. You don't ask a VTuber that question. We don't give out our real names. That's why we stream as avatars. No. We don't actually have different faces. Well, you see, the way that I describe becoming a VTuber is it's like I put on my other face and I scream. It's like Ed Gein. You know, you put on your other person's face and you scream at the moon for a bit. You're talking about the statues. Oh. Well, I misunderstood that bit, but hey, we got some comedy out of it, so, you know, win's a win, right? No, it's like being a VTuber is like being in Slipknot. You know, you put on the VTuber mask, and then you just like, I felt the corn rise up in me. Kneel down and clear the stone of corn. I wander out and there is corn because I live in Iowa. It's like being in Slipknot. Slipknot. Oh man. That's just making me think, how do I go live? There's a big red button, and it literally, I press the big red button on OBS and it makes me live. I don't know how else to describe it. That's literally what I do. There's a big red button. I push that button and it does stuff. I'm such a caveman. The word slutnut makes me think of clown, just like a gangbang of clown, but just clown. And maybe one Craig. Like, a single Craig. I don't know if I can really help with that, I'm afraid. There's, like I say, for me, there's a big red button, and I press that button, and it does stuff. And once I've done that, then whatever the launch controls are behind the scenes, well, I just let those magical little pixies do their work. And they just kind of do it for me. Terracotta Army and sussy nonsense. And Corn. Don't forget Corn. YouTube, you have to get permission to stream? Really? Since when? That's new. I've never had to have that. Ah. Well, fair enough. I'm learning. I didn't realise that. I know you have to for TikTok. I mean, I've been considering expanding towards TikTok, but I don't know. Because the thing is with TikTok, you can't swear or they nuke your reach, and I like to swear. I live in Yorkshire. Of course I like swearing. It's in my fucking blood, that knows. It's in my fucking blood, that knows. I can't not swear. It'd be right shite, that. Absolute bollocks. There's one that looks like he's trying his hardest not to burst out laughing. Really? I wonder why. Maybe it's like those times when things are so intense, you can't help but laugh. You know, like at funerals and stuff. You got permission to stream, now your account is labeled as a minor, so you can't stream. See, how does it make me go live? I don't know. I just press the button and stuff happens. Your account is labeled as a minor. See, if your account is labeled as a minor, that means you can stream Minecraft, surely, because in Minecraft you mine, and if you mine, you're a miner. Therefore, you should be able to stream Minecraft. I see the vision. I can't stream Minecraft because I live in Yorkshire, and fucking Thatcher closed all our bastard mines. How could she? I'm right. You want to stream Ace Attorney? Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. I didn't know that the YouTube were doing this, to be honest. I'm kind of surprised, actually. I genuinely didn't know this was a thing. Should stream Greg Tech? I'll pass on that. You've tried to get me to stream Greg Tech in the past. And the idea of Greg Tech scares me, quite frankly. The idea of Greg Tech scares me. Makes me go live by putting the stream key in or connecting to my account. Oh, I see. I think that way back in the midst of time I just automated that stuff and I've just forgotten how I did it. Because I have the memory of a sea slug, and I am a sea slug, so therefore my memory is kind of shit. Tectonica's got nothing on the complexity of Greg Tech. That's right, I remember. It was when we were streaming Tectonica and I was like, wow, there's loads of shit to remember, and you were like, aha, but Greg Tech is much more complex. You can't see, but I'm doing the Chunibiu pose right now with the hand on the forehead and the one arm crossed across the chest, like, oh, ha, ha, ha. Oh, dear. Oh, what's this? This is the grape juice Inga was drinking. He was probably nervous before his meeting with Dirk. So he drank grape juice? I'm not seeing the logic here. Mr. Wright told me all about it when he was hospitalized a few years ago. He said grape juice has something in it that helps you relax. Really? Are you sure he was talking about regular, plain old grape juice? Because it sounds like he was talking about the fermented variety. No, he couldn't have meant that. I mean, we're talking about a medical facility. They wouldn't have allowed something like that in. Phoenix Wright as an alcoholic, change your mind? I don't think I can. Because, like, when he became Hobo Phoenix... Oh, I'm sorry, Jan. I wish I could help more, but I don't remember how I set it up. I don't remember how I did that, so... Alas. Oh, dear. Ow. Sorry, something just clicked in my throat then. Right, let's just leave it at that. Have we explored everything in here? Might be an app. There's OBS. I mean, OBS is like the standard thing for streaming. Oh dear. Excuse me. Ashton. Alrighty. Oh. Excuse me. I think I am going to have to wrap it up there for tonight, guys. Evil Eye Pose? Yes, Erixia. That's the one. I forgot what it's called. The Evil Eye Pose. That's the one. I am going to wrap things up here for tonight, though, because my voice is really starting to hurt. Like, I don't know what I've done to it, but it's probably all the silly voices and laughing. So I need to go and get some medicine for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get saved and we'll wrap things up there. Your thing's glitching. Uh-oh. But hopefully it'll fix up. Hopefully it'll fix up shortly. But I'll drop a link for someone. Let me just pull over here a minute. Ah, okay. We're in the computer room. Yeah, there we go. Right. Okay. Let me just. I'm just gonna save there. Just make sure the game is saved. Yep. There we go. We made some progress. Yeah. I mean, we got kind of distracted by Pregworth as well. So. You see my videos on your dash before? Hey, thank you. Oh, that is genuinely heartening. Cause like sometimes it's hard to see, like, you know, am I reaching out? Is there reach there? And it's like to know that there actually is. It's like, hey, that's pretty neat. Not the Pregworth. Yeah, Pregworth do be coming. You wanted to watch the stream? I'm sorry, but I will be back tomorrow, roughly at the same time. So on a Saturday, I normally stream at 5 PM UK rather than 6 PM. We're playing Metroid Other M. I'm just going to see, is there anyone who is live right now? I'll drop a link here. Yeah, there we go. I'm just going to drop a link on both of the YouTube sites. So Kana Yanagi is playing Expedition 33 at the moment. And, I mean, I've never played it. It's not a game that I really have too much interest in personally. But she's playing at the minute. There's not really anyone else on the YouTube side who is about who I'd be able to kind of direct things on through. So I've just heard my wife getting as well, so I can go and chill out with her for a little bit. Yippee! So, the next time I am going to be on is tomorrow night. We're playing Metroid Other M, and then next week we've got a short schedule because I've got some family coming to visit on Friday of next week. So there's no Ace Attorney next week. There probably will be on Boxing Day. I was kind of wanting to do some Ace Attorney on the 24th, purely for the meme, because then I can say almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas, and yeah, that's always fun. Family, yeah. Family, son. Yeah, so, I will see you guys shortly. Take lots of care in the meantime. Have a good rest of your day, and I am... Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Exactly. Exactly. Precisely that. Yes. Excellent. And with that, I will see you guys tomorrow. Until then, make sure you have a good one.